Recently, I found myself thinking about how often children are learning about people from places that were never meant to teach them. So they overhear conversations, they catch reactions in passing, they notice what gets repeated and what gets laughed at. They don't fully understand situations, but they understand the tone around them. And when the same kinds of reactions show up again and again, children start to build meaning from it, not detailed meaning, just simple conclusions. So it may be something like, this type of person gets talked about, or this kind of difference gets attention, or this is something people react to. No one sits down to teach them that necessarily, but they learn it anyway. So during regular times, children mostly learn about people from the small world around them. So I'm talking about, of course, their family, classmates, and neighbors. But there are moments when the outside world becomes louder, more reactions, more repetition, and more strong responses. And we have seen that within the last couple weeks. So I think in those moments, children aren't just watching individual behaviors anymore. They're trying to understand what everyone else seems to already understand. And this is where adults take on a role that they didn't exactly plan for. So they become the ones who help them interpret what they're noticing, not by explaining every situation in detail and not by pretending that they didn't hear it, but by giving them a stable reference point for how people are treated. So kids don't need the full context of adult situations. What they need is help understanding how to think about people when they see strong reactions. So what adults can do, instead of analyzing the events, adults can translate the message into something clear. So, for instance, people aren't jokes, and differences aren't problems, and someone being talked about doesn't change their worth. We don't have to mention where the example came from. Children are already connecting it. They just need a framework that keeps them from building the wrong rule on their own. And children don't learn mainly from explanations. They also learn by seeing how things are treated in two different or a few different environments or atmospheres. So if they hear in one place something that sounds dismissive or mocking, and what they consistently hear on the other side or in a different experience with adults that they trust is calm and respectful, they can recognize that they can start recognizing that reactions to people are choices and not necessarily facts. So you're not trying to block the world out, but you can try to give them another way to understand it. There will always be moments when the world models something that you as a parent or you as a teacher wouldn't choose to teach the children in your life. In those moments, silence still teaches, and so does over explaining. So this is where you give them responses that are better, a clear way to understand people that doesn't depend on whatever reaction is the loudest right at this moment. You can't always control what children hear, but you can shape what they learn from it. So that is it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.